Welcome back guys, we're back in with another WordPress tutorial. This time we're going to be going over how to create a membership. This is a way that we'll be able to create users, put them in the right category and let them log in and log out of your site and also change their profiles. And to see what it looks like, if I hover over account here, you're going to see we have different pages such as register, log in, log out and user, and of course reset your password. So with that, we're going to log into our WordPress dashboard and we're going to come down to plugins. From here, you're going to head to add new, search up member in the search bar here, and then you're going to find the ultimate member user profile, user registration, login and membership plugin. Now I'm just going to go ahead, install this, and once that's installed, I'm going to click activate. Now of course you can choose other ones. This is just an example that I'm using because I've used it myself and it works quite well. So let's go ahead and activate, and then it should take us back to our plugin screen. So now that it's set up and it's installed your plugins, let's go ahead to the settings. Now one of the things that I will suggest is using the create pages that it gives you here. You can of course create your own pages, but that would mean that you'd have to create the forms and stuff as well with it, whereas if you click create pages, it will create all of these pages listed here on the left. So your login page, your register, members, log out, account and password page, that will all be created for you. So let's go ahead and click create pages. If you're unsure how to get to here, you can click on ultimate member on the left hand side and then go to settings, or you can go through the plugin and then click settings on the ultimate member there. So let's go ahead and click create pages. Now as you can see, these have all been filled in with the correct pages and they have created them. So let's go ahead and save changes. So with the access tab over here, you can also choose who it's available for, if it's available for everybody or only for logged in users. Using your email tab, you can see what you have available to you here, and you can also change the email address where it comes back from or goes from. On the appearance tab, you've got lots of useful settings that you can actually change around your appearance with, from the width, the height, profile buttons. I would suggest just spending some time and actually checking all of these options out and seeing exactly how you would like it on your site. If you have changed anything, just go ahead and save changes here. You're also going to have the MISC tab here, and it will show how the user profile is displayed, and the dynamic meta description as well. So you can change that if you like. Obviously be careful not to change certain things because, you know, display name in these curly brackets here will actually come up with the user's display name and what site it is and stuff like that. You can change the lettering in the middle and then just check everything below, see if you're happy with that and save changes if you are. Now let's get down to actually setting this up on the site so it's usable for people to log in and log out. And if you are wondering how it works as well, it works in the same way as your users here. So as you can add a user manually, this will do it for you and it will put them in the right category. So it will add them as a subscriber, not like an editor or anything like that. So sort all that for you. Now with that, let's go ahead to the pages and check out the pages it's created. Just make sure that they're all there and ready. And we have got them. So it's time to actually set them up on our site. So with that, let's go visit our site on the top left button there. I'm going to go ahead and customize, and then we're going to go find menus. So we can do it whilst we can watch the live preview of how they come up and look. So let's go to menus over here. We've got menu 1, so we use that one, and now we can start adding items to it. Under pages, you're going to see the pages that have just been made for you. So you got your password, so we'll add that. We'll add account, we'll add log out. We'll leave members out of this. I've got to say this sometimes doesn't always work. It's supposed to display members. I might be doing something wrong myself, but I tend to leave that out. Let's go ahead and click register, log in and user as well. And I believe that's all the pages that we want, so we're going to add them pages now. As you can see, it's added them all to the menu like that, and we might want to arrange it a little bit better so we don't have quite as many menu options on our site. So we're going to make one of these options the parent option, so it's going to be the main option that people will have to click on, and then they can click on everything subsequently. So I'm going to move account up to social links there, and then I'm going to move everything just slightly to the right of it like this. So what we now have is we have account, and when you go on that, it'll give us a drop down menu of all the options that we have. Now if we go ahead and publish that, we should be able to go check it out on site and make sure that it's actually all working. So let's go ahead and back out and just make sure, there we go. So we're on the site like that. Let's come to account. We can go to login. It's of course showing us that we are logged in with our admin account. Let's go check out the user. So as you can see, it will allow you to add a profile picture for yourself and also a background or cover photo. You've got an about, a post and a comment. Let's go ahead and check out the password reset page, make sure that is also working. And there you go, all they got to do is enter their username or their email, and then it'll get their password reset or an email sent to them to reset their password. So using that, let's just log out, let's log in and make a different account and make sure it's actually coming up on our dashboard that we have got a new user. So we've logged out now, and let's go to register. You've got a fairly simple form which you can actually change in forms, which we'll go through in a minute. So I've made another account called James Admin. Of course it has added me as a subscriber, so I'm not able to log into the WordPress and change anything on the site, and now I'm able to go through and use everything on the site. Of course this will be helpful for anything like forums and blogs that you might have to log into on the front end of your site, and you of course want people to be able to log into it easily. So with that, let's log back out. Let's go back to our actual account and just check out the forms just before we finish this video. And I just want to add as well, it's just a really cool feature that just makes it handy for even yourself, even you haven't got other people logging in. It looks much better than the meta login thing that you get in as a widget to start with, because you can just log in as your admin, and that's the way that you can use to access your site or give other admins to access their site. So let's go ahead to user and just check that it has actually created it properly. And as you can see here, we have James Admin and role of subscriber. So easily as that, it's added all of the information there, and we can check out the user, we can delete them, we can send the password reset and stuff like that if we need to. If we go to Ultimate Member over here and we go down to Forms, you can actually check out how the forms are laid out, and you can potentially change some of the forms if you would like to. Now, usually myself, I tend to leave them alone. They've got a shortcode that will fill out the form very well, and it does work quite well. However, if you do want to take a look at it, you can just click Edit on the bottom left of it, and you can see how it's laid out. You can add boxes or add rows. You can edit rows and you can move them around as well, and of course you can check out a live preview as you're doing it too. As you can see there, that's the form that we have. If you did want to add one, we're just going to plus a row there, and of course you can then choose what to add. However, we are going to delete it because we don't need it, but if you do want to add any other bits to your forms here, you're going to be able to. We're going to have another video which shows much more extensively how to actually create a form, so we won't go through it too much today. If you come over to user roles under the Ultimate Member, you can see what roles people have got and how many number of members you have got in each role. You can see where they've got the WordPress admin access, and you can set up a priority for them as well. On the member directories here, you can go through the settings and you can change how it will view or how it will be shown, whether you want it in a grid or a list, the way that it actually sorts out the new users and shows them first. And you can of course change all of this to suit your particular site, and then hit update on the top right once you are done. So as easy as that, you've got yourself a membership login here. And of course, if you wanted to change any of these and move any of these along, like we did earlier, just come over to customize, or you can do it through your WordPress dashboard. You can go over to appearance, then customize, go over to menus, and you can just switch and swap these around. So maybe you might want it to log in to be a main option next to account. So you can do that, and now you can see that we have login and then we have account with the drop down options here. And once you're all done, just hit publish, and that's it, you're done. And if you are of course looking to make your own site, don't forget to check out SeekaHost. They've got some really good packages. You can get yourself online in 60 seconds, and we've got lots of helpful videos to help you through the process of actually getting started. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time on the next tutorial. Bye bye.